Hello, welcome back to The Secret Mind. My name's Julian. Please subscribe, like if you like, and comment down below, and I'll answer any comments or any questions. This is another strand. So today I'm going to tell you about my time as a police doctor, or rather I'm going to read for you the first part of a memoir which I haven't finished. But as I've completed what might turn out to be an opening volley, I thought I would set the tone by giving you an idea of what it's about. I'm planning on calling it Unpunished because the police cells in custody where I worked as a doctor were not a place of punishment, although they're not the most attractive surroundings. And the story I'm going to tell today is an idea, sort of descriptive piece about coming into police custody in a police station where I would work in the north of England. So I'm going to read that for you now. The doorbell rang again. The paddy wagon was delivering. A brace of uniformed police guided their next guest of honour into the airlock. I say airlock merely to help you visualise a short passageway with a thick, heavy, dead-bolted door on either side. There's no concrete evidence that oxygen has ever knowingly been withdrawn from the area, or that the walls have ever slowly closed in to heighten dramatic effect. No special suits are required. It's just a good old-fashioned docking station. There's no ancient notebook or cipher to guide you, no coded tiles to step on. Your travelling companions, or sidekicks, will be one or more members of Her Majesty's Constabulary. And should you ever find yourself in similar circumstances, I submit that the location of your fedora will be the last thing on your mind. You are the innocent. Not for you the orange overalls, should we choose to continue the oblique Harrison Ford references. Beyond this point, however, things tend to work out slightly better for you if you're in uniform. So you have your entrance. In view, a few short steps upstage is your shiny brand new Centrum that is dubbed within seconds by any hilarious wag the Starship Enterprise. But that is just a happy coincidence. There are no tinfoil hats, no photon torpedoes, and tasers, if carried at all, are set on stun. Or so we hope. The Central Administrative Console gleams its chrome and fakes its marble in a glinting tribute to our council tax donations. Crime, you see, is a growth industry, no matter what the latest mangling of the government stats might tell you. The chrysalis emerging from the futuristic chamber is our next contestant to step up to the plate. When I say plate, I mean desk. When I say emerge, I really mean stagger. His stuttering gait is much more likely to be due to the 9 or 10 litres of white lightning cider than airlock-induced hypoxia. It is a staggering sight not just for his general lurchiness, but for the surprising ability to broadly maintain verticality against the odds. But as I say, there were two supporting players in our drama. One under each armpit. Imagine a 1970s game show contestant being brought on the set for the first time by two glamorous dollies, and you won't be a million miles away. Our friendly, blinking butterfly, I'm thrilled to report, has been pretty lively on the way to this particular forum of a police station. He had been fighting a battle royale in the private cages of the police van with enough brazen pluck to win a Republican nomination, or a brief duty as one of Katie Price's future husbands. Although a makeover to make him a little more OK magazine friendly will doubtless be needed to shift units of any feature souvenir edition. Make him a little bit more hello than fuck off. His two glamorous assistants were no angels. Rather, they were two young constables, one correctly clean-shaven, one sporting the sort of beard that by all known laws of the universe should have gone out of fashion in the early half of the last decade, had this whole hipster barrister thing not become so damned resilient. But I digress. It was check-in time. It was going to be a while before they needed me to be Bosley. Alas, If our mystery guest had harboured any ideas about helming his own TV action drama, then we were not catching him at his best, even by current ITV2 standards. By all accounts, he was on the wrong side of the custody desk for the signing of the media release form to be a priority. Let's imagine that he had struck a secret deal with an independent camera crew. Let's imagine that they'd followed him in expectation of a semi-staged arrest. That show would now be over. The crew would never have made it past the airlock unless they struck a deal with the police, of course. Utterly impossible? No, of course not. Our screens are full of this sort of vanity. Cops, Blues on Blues, Police 999, you know, the sort of voyeurism the viewing public laps up and the local authorities love to license. The Edinburgh Fringe recently gave us a show with a perfectly pastiche title, Police Cops. It's enough to make you point two fingers in the air, look over your left shoulder, and try to recruit two friends to do the same. Pout, camera, action. You'd imagine perhaps that the players that made these programs so arresting would not necessarily be delighted that their face and plight is on TV. I suspect a confusion over the signing of the release form. When you're asked to sign for release in a police station, it takes on a whole different appeal. I mean, you'd sign it just in case, wouldn't you? What you thought was freedom was licensing your escapades to streaming services. You come in as a pillar of the community and go out as a Netflix original. Thank you. Like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.